What's up guys, it's Dono. In this video I'm going to be talking about 3 ways to improve your rap skill really fast. A lot of you really want to learn how to rap really bad and you want to get good as quick as you possibly can. So I've got 3 strategies built out that are really going to help you. The first one might seem like common sense, but it's to practice every single day. If you really want to get good at something, you have to do it every day. That's how, your brain starts building these connections so that it becomes easier and you know what you're doing immediately. You get all these different kinds of skills. You start expanding your boundaries and pushing yourself. So practice every single day. And to go along with that, I know a lot of people that are like, yeah, I write pretty much every single day, but they really don't. If we were to map it out, we would see they write 2 times a week. If you really are going to start writing every single day, you need to track it. Get yourself like a calendar or whatever else, and after you write, put an X through it. And I'm not saying that you have to write a verse every single time, but you really need to make sure that you write every day. And you don't have to write, all this crazy stuff, but just get your mind ready to keep writing these rhymes all the time. Start building these connections, start building these skills. I know it seems like common sense, but it's something you absolutely have to do if you want to build your skill as quickly as possible. If you look at, some of the most established artists, they're spending all their free time writing lyrics, or at least they used to, before they made it. That's what they were doing to make sure they had the skill necessary to get there. So practice every day. The second thing you can do to start getting good really fast is to write themed verses. And when I say themed verses, I basically mean you give yourself some kind of rule or some kind of idea and then piggyback off of that to build your skills around. So for example, let's say that you want to work on your wordplay. Well, write a themed verse where every single line has some sort of wordplay, right? When you have to write out 16 wordplays, you're naturally going to develop that skill. And when I say write a themed verse, I don't mean use the same theme every time. If you did wordplay last time, maybe you try to hold the rhyme scheme for 16 bars and rhyme one word 24 times in that 16 bars. Basically, you give yourself some kind of theme or idea and build your entire verse around that. When you do that, those specific skills that you're focused on are going to increase extremely fast. It's one of the best way to build up all those base skills. And then, when you're not writing a themed verse and you just kind of want to do something naturally, all those pieces are going to come to you super easily if you've already written these themed verses. That's a huge, huge strategy you can use to get good fast. The third thing you can do to get good really fast, and it's a little bit harder than the other 2, is to freestyle with those same kind of constraints, right? So for example, you freestyle and try to rhyme 16 words in a row. That's going to be extremely difficult, but at the same time, if you're able to start coming up with those kinds of lines right off the top of your head, it's going to be so easy when you get into the writing portion. So it's going to be frustrating, it's going to be difficult. You're probably not going to be able to do like these super difficult themes that you would do while you're writing, but if you freestyle with these constraints consistently, you're going to be incredibly good so fast. If somebody says like, oh, why don't you come up with something off the top, and you've been practicing, wordplay off the top, like huge multi-syllable sequences off the top, all that kind of stuff, you're going to be able to put it together so quick and lay it out for them. They're going to be blown away. So that's another really, really fast way that you can start building your skill, is just freestyle all the time with these extra rules. I would definitely recommend, building up your baseline skill before you try that, so you don't get so frustrated that you just give up immediately, right? You need to have some of those skills already. Like if you don't understand wordplay at all, you're not going to be able to freestyle wordplay. But as you develop, if you're practicing every day, if you're writing these theme verses, all of a sudden it's going to be in your head and you're going to be able to do it to some degree. So keep practicing, and that's the last step that I would say to do like consistently to take you to the next level. Now, I know these ideas weren't super crazy or revolutionary or anything like that, but the honest truth is if you consistently do these 3 things, all of a sudden you're gonna be really good. You know what I mean? Like if you're writing every day and you're putting these rules on yourself to make sure you grow and make sure you push your boundaries every day for 30 days, 60 days, 90 days, a year, like in no time at all, you're going to be so good. So spend your time kind of, focusing on your growth, making sure that you're practicing, making sure that you're working. And before you know it, you're going to have a ton of skill. That's all I've got for this video. As always, if you have any questions, comments, concerns, feel free to leave them in the box below. Beyond that, feel free to check out my website, rapbetter.com. I've also got a full 30-day course that's going to explain everything you need to know to learn how to rap. I'll give you a link to that down below. Beyond that, I wish you luck, keep practicing, and I'll see you next time. Don't forget to subscribe so you can stay up to date on the videos. And if you guys have any questions, comments, concerns, put them down in the comment box and I'll get to them as quick as possible. See you guys.